Absolutely. Here we go, Mike Norris. They work their way into 3.
There we go. It'll be Mike Harrison in 24-8 to the outside. 21, Danny Schwartz to the inside. Green's out. Here we go. They pack down the top side. We'll see if Harrison can hold on in the middle of the speedway. Mike McKinney's going to go up there and dust off the top shelf maybe for us in 96M. Now he's going to run in the middle of the speedway. Harrison at the top, Schwartz at the bottom, the 3 wide off of 4. It'll be Mike Harrison showing the way.
About 5 different grooves coming out of turn number 4, and that's that way going into 1 and 2. So they've got this racetrack cleaned off and put it wherever they want it. It's Harrison, Schwartz, the 7 of Lamont and Lodge, and we've got caution and we've got fire. The 13 of Starks hard into the wall. And that car ablaze underneath the hood. We're going to try and get him out, get that fire put out right away. His red flag is out. Fairbury Fire Department on the scene. And they're going to check on the driver, so we'll stand by for that. Well, a hard lick into the front stretch wall coming out of turn 4. Not a whole lot left to the front end. Probably for all intent and purposes, this race car may be done for the weekend.
Yeah, and I'm kind of staying back here a little bit because I know the ambulance comes out now. I knew the ambulance was about to make its way out on the track, so I've kind of stood clear and let those that are certainly much more qualified to handle the situation get up there and do it. But I can actually see from down here in the infield where Terry Starks smoked the wall coming off turn number 4. I had one person report to me that when he hit the wall, the throttle may have actually stuck and it kept bouncing off of the wall coming off the corner. But I tell you what, the right side of this car, it looks like it hit a concrete wall at about full speed. It is unbelievably maybe not damaged from, at least looking from the outside of it, but it looks like it's been pancaked, I guess, for lack of better words. Race car parts, small things all over the racetrack here. And Terry is a little shaken, but again, he is going to be okay as he's going to make his way over to the ambulance, and we will not interfere with that. We'll allow him to make his way over. But a big tip of the hat going to the emergency personnel services guys. They were Johnny on the spot to get out here, both the ambulance as well as track crews. That's a good sign. And again, Terry looks like he's had the wind knocked out of him, but he's able to walk into the ambulance under his own power, and that's a great sign. That 13 car is done for the weekend, guys. That is a tough break. And then as you see, folks are down here cleaning up a little bit of fluid that's been put on the racetrack as well. But Terry Starks, just an unbelievably hard hit. Again, it's an old adage, but as they say, you can fix race cars, but you can't fix people. And it's good to see him get out of that car under his own power and walk into the ambulance.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's what it's all about. Safety first, speed second. That's what we preach all the time. And, of course, the chassis manufacturers preach that too, DJ. That's one of their priorities. Make that car safe and make it fast, and that's a pretty good combination.
Yeah, it really is. And, I mean, we have seen safety come so far just in the last 4 or 5 years on these race cars. And it's unbelievable what these chassis builders are doing now in the late model and modified ranks. And just
Qualifier number 3, Deep Trucking. We do have 1 in, 19 to go. Harrison will bring us back to green.
Plenty of racing left as the Highland Hornet gets on the hammer. They'll work out of 4. Battle for that second spot between Schwartz and Lamont. Lamont actually had it across the line. Schwartz has good high side momentum. 1 by 2 by 2 by 1 as they work into 3. Nobody giving up an inch of ground for that number 2 spot as McKinney now secures 4th.
Well, they all started on the bottom. Now they've all worked to the top with the exception of Mark Lamont. Down the back straightaway, McKinney going to go to the transfer spot in car number 96 down the back straightaway. Keep our eyes on the Magic Man. He's going to run right through the middle of the speedway. Harrison shows the way. Danny Schwartz second, Mark Lamont third. Then it's the 96 of Mike McKinney and the 32 of Donovan Lodge.
Kyle Strickler looking a little uncomfortable right now, but he's starting to find his groove. He'll go to work on Lodge for the number 5 spot. That'll get him 1 position closer. This isn't a car that Strickler's all that familiar with. He jumped in the 19 this weekend. Right now having just a little bit of trouble. He and Lodge battling for the number 5 spot. Top 4 remain the same.
So you get all the fast cars starting up top, or starting up front a lot. Well, what a big slider from Kyle Strickler. It's like Lodge going to turn him back. Strickler again going to go to the outside, Lodge down to the inside. That's how you work a slide job. Roll reversal down the back straightaway. A big slide job from the high side. Tickler. He's going to go to 5th. What a race for him just outside the transfer.
Yeah, well, Strickler's starting to get a little bit more comfortable now. It took a slider on Lodge to get him in that comfort zone, but does he have enough time? He's got almost a straightaway to catch the 4th and final transfer spot of Mike McKinney. And McKinney trying to secure himself a spot in the main event. Yeah, it's not where Harrison might start, but just to get in, it gives him that shot.
Down the front stretch they go as the driver to Highland, Illinois continues to show the way. Mark Lamont in 7, trying to hold back the 96 Emma Mike McKinney. They're ripping the top side here at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. All Mike Harrison right now.
Turn one.
Danny Schwartz, and it is Frank Marshall, the veteran out of Wisconsin, sliding to a stop.
All that action picked up. So I'm going to throw it to you, DJ. Here we sit with still 8 laps in and 12 to go, not even halfway. All of a sudden, Kyle Strickler found his comfort zone, a couple of slide jobs with Lodge.
Now for Mike Harrison.
Not so sure that's going to be a yes, but Danny Schwartz and Mark Lamont better watch themselves. They got some hard chargers on their heels. Here we go, Mike.
Looking to go 3 wide. McKinney in the middle. Down the back straightaway they go. Mark Lamont to the inside of Danny Schwartz for the runner-up spot. Here comes Kyle Strickler now. Strickler going to work right in the middle of the speedway. Problems for Troy Dodson. We're going to stay green. It's Mike Harrison.
Caution.
Oh, man. Alan Stipp in 5. Well, is Kyle Strickler.
Dodson a left rear flat tire, and Stipp in the 5 pushed the Uke tire a good 10 feet after he hit it. So both drivers had problems at the back.
Momentum carries the guys on the outside of him.
Well, the high side Tickler no more. He's found some life on the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, and he got bumped by Lamont, and that cost him. So they go into 1 and 2. Harrison showing away, but it's a hornet's nest behind him.
Here he comes down to the inside. Strickler going to go to 4th to the inside of McKinney. Looks to the outside of Lamont. Now down to the inside. McKinney back to the outside. He'll slide across the track. The high side Tickler now going to go to 3rd. Him and Mark Lamont going to battle side by side, bringing McKinney along with, looking to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Mike Harrison continues to show the way. Schwartz 2nd, but here comes the high side Tickler. A slider on Mark Lamont. Can't get her done, but he's into 4th.
So Strickler using the bottom of the racetrack. This time slide job in turn number 2. He'll clear the nose of Lamont. Lamont will fire back and take it right back away from him. Perfect execution for both drivers on that one. And here comes the Magic Man.
Here comes Mike McKinney down to the inside. Harrison continues to show the way. Danny Schwartz, the battle is for the transfer spot. Here comes McKinney down to the inside of the Tickler. 19 and 96 battle it out for the transfer spot, but don't look now. Danny Schwartz starting to reel in Mike Harrison with 8 to go.
And Kyle Strickler has thrown it topside, and that's what I was wondering if he was going to do. That's his moniker. That's how he makes his living, up on the crumbs and the crumbles up at the top of the racetrack, but does it pay off for him? 7 to go.
7 to go. They're 3 wide, just outside the top 5. Down the back straightaway, or down the back straightaway, your race leader goes, Mike Harrison. It's Donovan Lodge. Looks like a couple of drivers battle it out behind them. Bob Pullman and the 72 of Austin Lynn. McKinney looks to the inside of Kyle Strickler. 5 to go. When they come back by, we'll see if McKinney has anything with Kyle Strickler, as Danny Schwartz with a puff of smoke, but Harrison continues to show the way.
Well, Mike Harrison showing why he is one of the toughest drivers in open wheel modifieds year in and year out, dominating here at Falls, or should I say Halls, as he works out of turn number 4. Battle on the racetrack is taking shape real quick. McKinney is right there with Strickler. 4 laps to go, and Mike McKinney needs to get in if he wants a shot at this championship.
No doubt about it. Here he comes in 96 down the back straightaway. I guarantee you're going to see a slider. McKinney going to go way down to the inside. They're going to work side by side as they work up at turn number 4. Strickler going to hold on for 4. 3 to go. This time by 4 transfer. Winner to the redraw, Mike Harrison, Danny Schwartz, Mark Lamont, and Kyle Strickler, your top 4. 2 to go, Rick Eshelman. It's been all Michael Harrison.
And Harrison continues to show the way with Danny Schwartz and Mark Lamont. But time is running out on McKinney. A lap and a half left to go for the Magic Man, and he better pull a rabbit out of the hat now.
No doubt about it. White flag's going to fly this time by. McKinney going to spark and arc the Falls cushion. Final time. 1 to go. Down the back straightaway. The driver hails out of Highland, Illinois, looking to win. Oh, and the caution comes out. Chevy Miller.
Oh, my.
Is stopped at the bottom of turn number 4. Caution out 24. I believe that is Chevy Miller. It is in 59.
Ooh, that sets a different tone. Wow. Everybody, Mike, right now, minding their P's and Q's, but here they come.
Final time. Harrison going to go to the high side. We'll see what McKinney does. Who's it going to be? Mike Harrison, your winner. Second will go to Danny Schwartz. Third to Mark Lamont. Fourth to the high side tickler. Kyle Strickler is in.
And Mike McKinney will be on the pole for the last chance qualifier tomorrow as he finished fifth. Donovan Lodge, Bob Pullman, Brian Lynn, Mike Brooks, Frank Marshall, Jimmy Ferris Jr., Chevy Miller, Alan Stipp, Troy Dodson.
So he rolls the 24H up on the scales, and he gets the thumbs up and the checkered flag. It's official.
Hashtag Halls.
That's right. And he's going to give himself a victory lap around.
At one time, DJ, real quick, as he heads down the back straightaway, at one time, he came here 4 times and won 5 features.
Nice.
Oh, my.
He won we had a double feature one night. Backstretch, how about it for Mike Harrison? He won 2 features in one night here at the Legion Speedway, a makeup feature and then that night's feature. So at one point, he was batting over 100% here at the Legion Speedway.
I mean, is that good or?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's decent.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Not too bad.
He'll be good one day.
Yes, yes. Big roar of approval from the crowd as the driver, the aggressive graphics. VP Racing Fuels, number 24H, pulls into a familiar spot, and that is victory lanes. He climbs out of the car. Fairbury, let him hear you. The winner of the 3rd qualifying race tonight is Mike Harrison. Stands up, grabs the checkered flag, waves it after he's Polish victory lap here around the quarter mile. Grab this. I think you deserve it, man. Outstanding job, and you'll sleep probably a little bit better now tonight, won't you?
Oh yeah. The first night's important. You know, it all starts with qualifying. You got to qualify good and start up front of these things, because I mean, there's so many good cars here. So, you know, we did everything right so far, and you know, like I said before, we just let things take care of themselves. You know, as far as the points go. So we did the first thing we needed to do. So we'll move on to tomorrow now.
What do you need to do to parlay this into a win tomorrow and a possible Summit Racing Equipment Summer Nationals Championship?
Well, I mean, definitely I want to win tomorrow. But tonight, winning this tonight now ties me with McKinney. And I believe, I mean, all the things got to be checked, but I believe if we was to finish second tomorrow night, that would give me the lead on him. That would give me the tiebreaker anyways, I think. So there's a lot of figuring needs to go, but we're gonna go. We're gonna shoot for the win tomorrow, because that's what we come here for. So we're gonna sleep on tonight and let tomorrow bring what it brings.
Heard they're going to rename this place Harrison American Legion Speedway. That's what I was told.
I'll tell you what, I wish this place was closer, because I love this place. You know, the whole staff and the fans here, the whole town, the city. It's unbelievable.
How about another round of applause for your feature winner, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Harrison.
Well, a side note, DJ, Mike, one of the best, but don't ever ride a snowmobile with his wife, Lori.
Oh, yeah. You sound like you say that from experience.
She received the Worst Driver in UMP award at the Dirt Car National Awards Banquet last year in Springfield, Illinois, for her escapades on a snowmobile. So we'll just keep that under wraps. I'm sure she didn't hear that.
That I am sure she didn't either. Hey, by the way,